Welcome to Coco's Corner. I'm the huge one, Dave Coco from Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com, where it's okay to be a passionate fan, where the world goes to kick ass, and your home for combat sports. This is our weekly Impact Wrestling review. Please, down in the comments, put win, loss, or a tie, what you thought of this show, if it was a win, a loss, or a tie for TNA. This is me personally, I'm going to say win. A win. It seems like they're fixing their mistakes. It seems like they're going in the right direction. The only sad thing about this is that I don't know if a lot of people are going to give Impact a chance, but me and Rob from Coco Sports, we always do a WWE week in review and say what was the best show. And I have to be honest, maybe the last 2 to 3 weeks, we don't count Impact because Rob and most of the staff, trust me, when it comes to Coco Sports, most of the staff absolutely hates TNA. I've had its ups and downs, but I still march on. But I'm gonna have to be honest. The last 3 weeks, if you count WWE versus TNA has had the better shows. I enjoyed it, and it seems like they're cleaning up their mistakes slowly but surely. All right, so the first thing out. You have Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle comes out. He's trying to fix stuff, and I think Kurt Angle represents the new guard. Also, he's trying to fix like what Creative done and what MVP has done, and it's funny because we don't even know if he's going to be around that much longer. But Kurt Angle kicks it off. He fixes stuff. People that were fired are rehired. Matches that are supposed to happen are gonna happen. He makes it clear. And right now, I like Kurt Angle. I thought MVP was gonna be this guy. They heel turned him. It didn't make any sense unless they just plan on just getting right past MVP. I know you got to keep Kurt Angle on television, but I think WWE needs this. American television needs this more. And that is a good guy who could stand up to the heels running stuff. You know, TNA was kind of a joke. You had MVP, I'm a heel. Dixie Carter, I'm a heel. You need someone to represent what we want. And then Samoa Joe comes out and cuts one hell of a promo, a little bit of jabs at each other between him and Kurt Angle. But Samoa Joe, I love Samoa Joe. He's one of my favorite pro wrestlers of all time. I think he's the best Ring of Honor champion of all time. I think he did an amazing X Division. I think that September 11th pay-per-view match with him, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, is the best match in TNA history. Maybe Triple X versus America's Most Wanted you can make an argument for. But I believe Samoa Joe has been some of the best feuds. But also, I know for a fact the Hogan era hated Samoa Joe, and it's just, you know, like Kurt Angle's like, oh, sometimes you're a killing wrestling machine and sometimes you're a half-ass. I wish he just shot. I wish he just shot on Kurt Angle. Well, yeah, but Creative fucking sucks balls. That's why I'm not fucking trying. Oh, I'm in a fucking van. I'm wearing pain. Oh, god damn. Samoa Joe is not Kane. You need to book him better. But I was so excited. I liked both promos. I liked where it was going. Because to me, entertainment-wise, TNA peaked. It peaked when Kurt Angle showed up in the Impact Zone and headbutted Samoa Joe. That, to me, entertainment-wise, is when TNA peaked. So if you... It's an argument. This is just my humble opinion, but if you've been watching TNA, 6 Sides of Steel with Triple X versus America's Most Wanted, or Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and AJ Styles in a 3-way is probably the best TNA match of all time. So Samoa Joe is half of that. And the greatest segment ever in TNA history, Samoa Joe was a part of. And it's just sad because, you know, his title run came too late, and a lot of people gave up on it. His title run was not that good, and he was booked horribly. So I hope the great Samoa Joe comes back. I mean, it just got me excited. It got me off on the right step. Like, compare this to Raw. John Cena comes out. I'm like, fuck! You know, and you just automatically pissed off. But here, it's like the opposite. It's like, oh, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, holy shit, I'm fucking pumped up for Impact. And that first segment really does have an impact, no pun intended, an impact on how you feel about the rest of the show. You know, if you're like, dun, 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 like, God damn, why do I watch this shit? And then you're like, holy shit, Samoa Joe! Fucking yeah, tell Kurt Angle. Like, there's a difference. You're fucking pumped up. So I enjoyed the segment a lot. I am a huge fan of Samoa Joe, and hopefully they keep fixing their mistakes. And one of their biggest mistakes is how they treated Samoa Joe. Then you had the Triple Threat Tag Team Championship match. I don't want the Wolves ever to lose the titles unless how the fuck did Christopher Daniels and Kaz not feud with this team before they let them go? Fucking TNA. God damn it. But I never want the Wolves to lose the titles again, just because look who the fuck they got. They got Jesse and DJZ, and Knox and the Freak. That's what the fuck you got. That's what you got in a triple threat. Just fucking let the Wolves. This is such a fucking waste of time for the Wolves. Just fucking like, all right, we're here. It was a very entertaining match. It's just, at any point, I never fucking pictured the Wolves losing. At any point, like, I don't read spoilers, but at the same time, it was almost like this was spoilers. Like, come on, really? I mean, because if the Wolves lost, I would just change the channel. I want TNA. I know I'm rooting for a lot of former Ring of Honor guys, but that's not the case because all the great TNA guys are gone. But I want it to be where I turn on Impact and it's amazing wrestling. And this is the first time this last 3 weeks that I made the mistake of watching NXT first. I did a review of NXT. I was wrong. You know what? If Impact keeps this up, and trust me, I am not a TNA ass kisser. You can go back and see all the shows if you want. Usually I fucking just get pissed off at TNA fans because they're fucking douche nozzles. But if they keep this up, I'm going to fucking make this the most enjoyable show I watch. Maybe if I'm having a bad day, I'll turn on Impact before NXT. So the Wolves win. It was what it was, but hey. Then they had a street fight. This I didn't really like it. They had a setup where they had Bobby Roode and MVP set him up, and Kenny King beat the hell out of him, cut his hand open a bit, and then Kurt Angle went to Bobby Roode, and they had this snitch type storyline with MVP, and it was a street fight. And the reason I don't like it is street fights are not done. When you go all through the arena and your arena is 3 feet, it just makes it look so bad. I just don't enjoy it. And not only that, but it would be different if it was like Abyss and Kane and, I don't know, guys who really can't wrestle but can hide behind hardcore. But Bobby Roode and Kenny King are some of your best wrestlers in the company. And you have them in a street fight. I mean, to me it just seems like such a waste of talent. You know, if it was a street fight between Abyss and fucking Jeff Hardy, I'm like, oh, okay, they really can't fucking wrestle. But you got two of your best wrestlers. Your two best wrestlers, probably, I'm going to have to say, in the business. Bobby Roode could probably hang in any roster, and Kenny King can hang on any roster. So, what do you have them do? A street fight? What the fuck is wrong with you? But hey, maybe that leads to a match on pay-per-view. Maybe that leads to a match on a live show. But Kenny King, Bobby Roode, too great of wrestlers to be putting them in a street fight, to be honest with you. All right, so then we go backstage. Bobby Roode, Kenny King, blah, blah, blah. They ratted each other out. I thought this was somewhat above average. I thought it was going to be completely horrible, and it wasn't, so I was pleasantly surprised. You're like, yeah, Dave, that's a positive outlook. I thought when I saw these two girls in the ring, I was like, this is going to be horrible. And then I was like, watching it. All right. It wasn't horrible. I'm pleasantly surprised. Brittany and Madison Rayne, are they doing the lesbian hero gimmick? Who knows? But Madison Rayne starts giving her a pep talk. They think they're going to be buddies and say, I'm here to teach you. I'm paraphrasing this by a lot, by the way. I don't know if it's even worth watching. But they go to shake hands, and Brittany says, I did learn something. And it's like, never meet your heroes. And then she clotheslines it. And by the way, that's one of my favorite lines ever. Never meet your heroes. Just, it's such a fucking great, it's such a good fucking insult. And Brittany beat the hell out of her. So that's going to lead to a match somewhere down the road. And then the tables match. Yeah, Ethan Carter III versus Bully Ray. Bully, I'll do anything to get into WWE. Please take me back, Vince. I'm so sorry, Ray. versus Ethan Carter III. A lot of people shit on Ethan Carter III, but I really like his character. I like it a lot. It was a tables match. It was above average. You know, I would put this as a pretty decent match for free. You know, but probably a shitty match on pay-per-view, if that makes sense. But I enjoyed it a lot. But the big thing is Rhino came back, and everyone got a big pop. And I'm a huge ECW fan, so I love Rhino. I have no idea why Rhino doesn't work more in TNA and Impact, you know. But I love Rhino a lot. And he comes down, and you're like, oh, he's going to help his ECW buddy. And then, boom, nope, he sells out and spears or gores Bully Ray. They put him through a table and celebrate, and now it looks like Rhino is being security. Rhino's got some good resume for security. He helped Christian and Edge and Christian win the tag team title, so who knows? Maybe he'll help EC3. But I enjoyed it. The Samuel Shaw thing seems to be wrapping up, hopefully. I like Gunner and I like Samuel Shaw. I just hate this fucking storyline, so hopefully it's wrapping up. I think Christy Hemme is the fucking devil. I have no idea. Like, for real, if it will never happen. It will never happen. But no matter what, even if we time travel, if we do anything, and they said, oh, you're in charge of TNA, I'd be like, cut Christy Hemme. Like, I would be signing the contract of buying Impact Wrestling. Christy Hemme, you're fired. Most overpaid piece of shit ever. But hey, she's part of creative. Anyway, yeah, she's there. Mr. Anderson, remember him? He used to be a pro wrestler. Oh, I'm sorry. He used to be a good pro wrestler. Yeah, I don't know. Samuel Shaw is a Florida guy and can wrestle really good. He's had some great matches on Vintage. Gunner is a former Marine, Semper Fi. Same job. We both were machine gunners. It's so funny, too, because I outranked him, and I look like a fat fucking nerd that's a bag of shit, and he's like a fucking full-blown athlete. Why the fuck did you get a higher rank? Come on, Shaw. Not Shaw, but come on, Gunner. What the fuck is wrong with you boots? Anyway, yeah, we had the same exact job, so that was pretty sweet. Boom, 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 boom. And there you go. So, yeah, he basically, that was the worst fucking review ever. I apologize. Let me focus here. He basically apologizes to Christy Hemme. He's trying to get his life back together. And Gunner is trying to help him. I just don't. I like this storyline a lot. I just don't like the fact that Gunner keeps comparing Samuel Shaw. It's like, yeah, I want to fuck my mother to someone that served in the military that lost a leg. He's like, my buddy lost a leg and had a hard time. This guy wants to fuck his mother. It's kind of the same. No, it's not. No, it's not. Semper Fi, but don't say ridiculous stuff. All right, match 4. Let's see. Oh, this was the best one. My favorite match of the night, just because I'm a huge Gail Kim mark. I think she's beautiful. I think she's one of the best female wrestlers in the world. She's probably the best female wrestler in North America. I mean, I'm a huge Gail Kim mark. I did not read spoilers. I thought for sure Angelina Love and Velvet Sky were going to do some trickery, foolery, and Gail Kim won, and I was really happy about it. I'm hoping, they keep getting the referee storylines out of the way, and I hope that's it. I hope there's no more. Stifler kind of got fired because, he didn't get fired, but he got replaced last second in the match because, well, he wants to sleep with the beautiful people. Poor guy, doesn't know how that's going to work out for him. And he gave the head official his job back. So hopefully, after this Impact, we are done. We are fucking done with referee storylines. That's what I want. No more referee storylines. Fucking unbelievable. All right. If your name's not Mikey Tenderfoot, you don't get a referee storyline. There, I said it. No one knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Go look up Mikey Tenderfoot, the greatest goddamn referee ever, next to Billy. All right. Get off topic. But I enjoyed this match a lot. I didn't see it coming. And this is one of the things that, a lot of people like to read spoilers, especially on YouTube, and act like they're experts and see shit coming. But it's moments like this that not reading the spoilers and make the show more enjoyable. I did not expect Gail Kim to win, and bam, she won, and oh, I love you, Gail Kim. Match number 5, the World Heavyweight Championship match. Eric Young with Bobby Roode versus Bobby Lashley with MVP. MVP and Bobby Roode eventually get kicked out, and it was not that bad of a match. Bobby Lashley, he's not a great wrestler, but he's a good wrestler at hiding his weaknesses. And he really did destroy, kayfabe-wise, he really did destroy Eric Young. So I worry who's going to challenge him next. Is he going to have a monster run and all that? I know Bobby Lashley has a lot of MMA appeal. So I don't know. He's not the best wrestler. And I say the champion should be the best wrestler who connects with the crowd. But he's the second best champion in North America if you count Ring of Honor. He's the first best champion if you count WWE. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not a huge supporter of Bobby Lashley, but I'm not pissed off like the rest of the world. The only thing I'm concerned about is how easily he squashed Eric Young, and Eric Young just beat fucking everyone in his title run because he was a fighting champion. So what happens next? All right, so down in the comments, put win, loss, or tie. I thought this was a win. I mean, you had Samuel Shaw, you had referee, you had a lot of bad stuff, but it seemed like the bad stuff that was in this show was like, oh, fuck, we just need to end this. Like, it didn't seem like, oh, this is going to go on forever. At least that's how it felt watching it. Like I said, I don't read spoilers, so it might have changed. All right, let's see if we got any live comments. Bam, bam. The main event, Brandon from Facebook says, the main event from TNA was a bogus match. Yeah, it wasn't anything special, but I don't know. I don't think it was that bad. The only concern I have about the main event is that Eric Young had this great run where he beat everybody, and then he just got thrown around like a rag doll with Bobby Lashley. So it worries me, like, all right, he beat all these great guys, but all these great guys are the ones that are going to have to go for the title, while Eric Young is put on the back burner. So that's the part that scares me. All right, bam. Let's see any more comments. Someone says congrats. All right, well, appreciate it. I don't know what I did, but I really did. Oh, okay, we got a lot. Bam. Thank you, live commenters. Good day. Good day, Dave. This is from Ewok. I just woke up, 4:30 a.m. in the UK. Well, you know what, Ewok, we're that type of alarm clock. That's what we do. You know, you just wake up, you're like, oh my God, I was about to say Wrestle AM, but boom's not here. Kocosports is doing an Impact review. I got to get up. It's like spider senses, Ewok. I appreciate it. Trey Brayman says, what's good, DK? Finally showtime. LOL. Yeah, I had a really bad day yesterday, and today's a little better, but still not the greatest of days, so I'm behind. I apologize. Why are the Wolves still champions? Are they getting the push? Because my opinion, if they aren't really doing anything special as the champions... Oh, fuck you, YouTube. I want to read Trey Brayman's comments. Hold on, Trey Brayman. Not fuck you to you, but fuck you to this. All right, let's go. Newest first. Bam. All right, you think you're better than me, YouTube. All right, let's see what Trey has to say. I apologize, Trey. Why are the Wolves still champions? Because they're the greatest goddamn tag team wrestling going today. Are they getting the push? I honestly think they're just... This is my honest opinion. I think they don't know what to do with the tag team division. The Wolves are really good. The Wolves are over. Let's just have them have the titles until we figure out what to do. This is really famous on the indies, and I know people hate when I compare TNA to the indies, but in the indies, you really can't afford a tag team division because you have to pay each individual wrestler. So a lot of times, you just make a super tag team to be your champions and throw them any opponents. This is a very indie / we don't have money to build a tag team division. I honestly think they're not getting a push. I honestly think it's... You're just going to keep the tag team titles till we figure out what to do. Because my opinion is they aren't really doing anything special as the champions. I just don't think they have enough opponents. Like, I have no idea, and I've said this earlier, I have no idea how they didn't feud with Christopher Daniels and Kaz on their way out. That's going to be the biggest fucking mystery in the world. And then you listen to Kaz and Christopher Daniels in the shoot interviews, and it's just like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's not that I don't like them, but I just believe if they are going to be the Cenas of the TNA tag world, when they should be doing a lot more to show how dominant they are. What do you think? I think, like I said, I just think that they don't have enough tag teams. They don't know what to do. You know, like, who would you have? Like, I guarantee I would be a lot fucking more angry and bitching if fucking a clown and a fucking hobo or fucking a model and a DJ fucking won the tag titles. If they had Christopher Daniels and Kaz, that would be great. And I can't stress that enough. How the fuck did that feud never happen? Yeah, maybe they just have to start building up tag teams, rebuilding, making it. I'm sure Gunner and Samuel Shaw will be a tag team. How well they work, I don't know. I'm surprised. Like, it just sucks because, you know, you had Storm and Gunner, and you were like, this is fucking stupid. They just threw a tag team together. That was your opinion at first. Then they worked on it, and you're like, oh, Gunner and Storm, they're a great tag team, and they're gone. I think TNA is having a problem of hot potato creative, and every time someone new comes in, they just have to fix the shit, and the tag team division always gets pushed to the side. I don't think it's the Wolves' fault. I mean, they show up, they're still having great matches, they're still busting their asses. It's just, who the fuck do they gotta go against? I mean, let's say they lost the titles tonight. Would you have been happy with fucking DJ Z and fucking Muscles McMuscles or the Clown and the Idiot? No, that would have fucking been horrible. So, I don't know. Hopefully they rebuild that. Mr. the King, giving this a tie. It would be a win if there was less backstage crap. Yeah, but in defense of TNA, they always do backstage crap. I know it sounds horrible, but I'm kind of an asshole and immune to it. It's kind of like, I don't know, it wears you down. It just fucking wears you down. It's like, oh, they do too much backstage shit. And then eventually you're just like, oh, okay, it's accepted. You know, you just give in. And maybe I'm getting weak in my old age, but I understand. Also, we are so far back in time because of all the tapings. Yeah, they have the six-sided ring. I think they have to go live more, but they're so hurting for money. I mean, if I was dumb, and this is just me, if I ran TNA, I would. Going to Europe is the ultimate easiest goal ever. Just run a company from Europe. The problem is the nostalgia, oh my god, TNA's in town, is going to wear off and their attendance is going to drop. But even if their attendance drops, it's way better than what they're doing in America. But the bigger problem is flying everyone in. You know, no one's going to want to move to the UK. And so you're going to have to fly a lot of people in. So it's just too expensive. But that would be the ultimate dream, but they just can't afford it, and it doesn't make sense business-wise. It does make sense entertainment-wise and crowd-wise and building shit-wise. I don't know. Impact in Europe would be great, but I don't think it's a feasible option. So what I would do at TNA is I would never leave New York. I would do the six sides like they are. I would never leave New York. I would record the show there and just put on a legit alternative with cheaper, better talent. That's what I would do. Yeah, but I think because of all the taping, and I'd go live. I'd definitely go live. Go live from New York. You're in a very small building. Like, everyone's like, they sold out in New York. Dude, I'm pretty sure you can get a YouTuber in there and sell that fucking arena out. It's not that big a fucking deal. All right. And yeah, in New Jersey, they only got 1,000 people at their house show, and then at the same arena that they run in Japan, because everyone's like, oh, they're coming to Japan, they're coming to the Madison Square Garden, oh, wrestling, it only needs 2,000. But they're working with a fifth-tier company. Wrestle One last show only got 750 people. Not many people watch Wrestle One, and not only that, but in Japan we have a lot of options. WWE doesn't do good here. I don't know. TNA, you're really going to have to bust your ass here. Alright, I thought that Street Fight would be more exciting / more hardcore. Yeah, that would have been something too, but there was only one chair involved. Yeah, they just brawled around the arena. It was kind of fucking a letdown. Two talented guys. I agree. That was from Ewok. Mr. the King says, Bobby Lashley got a clean win. I was shocked. Yeah, I was a little shocked, but at the same time, you know, Jesus Christ, they could have gave Eric Young something. Wish Samoa Joe would come back and take the titles, at least the X Division title. Dude, Samoa Joe, Mr. the King, me and you are on the same page. It breaks my fucking heart how bad Samoa Joe has been used in TNA. For a big guy, he's an amazing wrestler, very entertaining. Yeah, I would love to see Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe versus Bobby Lashley, I think, could sell some tickets. So yeah. All right. Trey Beeman says, I'm glad Gail Kim won the Knockouts title. Great women's wrestler, and she's smoking hot to me. But do you think she only got it because she's Asian and they have the show in Japan? That's a really tough call, and I'm gonna take my politically correct hat off. This is going to be kind of, oh, I'm so offended because you're kind of telling the truth about race. I don't think it has anything to do with them going to Asia. I think her work rate has a lot more to do with her race. And the reason I say that is, in Japan, they see some of the best in-ring quality in the world. And if you go there and you're not a great women's wrestler, Gail Kim is probably the only one on the roster right now, in my humble opinion, that can hang with Japanese women wrestling. So I think her going to Japan has more to do with her talent than being Asian. And the reason I say that is she's not Japanese. And this is very unpolitically correct. It's very offensive, but it's also very true. Asian people are very, very, very racist towards each other. So if she was Japanese, you might have a point, but she's Korean. Korea and Japan, their relationship right now is at the best it's ever been. But it's still not, oh, well, she's a Korean champion, I'm going to go see her because she's Asian. It's not that good. Korea and Japan have had a hatred for each other for a really long time, and it's gone down a lot. It's fallen down a lot, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. I think her being talented is going to make a difference. Because people in Japan, there's only 750. That's what Wrestle 1 did. And that's with the Great Muta. If you come in here, you got to remember, New Japan has a pay-per-view that day. You come in here, New Japan's going to fucking steal the show. You come in here and you don't do that good. People are leaving your event. A lot of people are like, oh, Japanese people, they're not going to cheer, they're not going to get rowdy, they're not going to... Dude, they will fucking leave if you're not a good wrestler. So I don't think it's because she's Asian, I think it's because she's talented. Andy Papp's here. And, if someone out there is politically correct and is going to cry, hey, fuck you, dude. The truth sucks. Positive bullshit fucking generation. What's up, Dave? Yeah, because, even in New Japan, I have to get back on this, New Japan just went to Korea for, the first time ever, and they wrestled in some type of mall, and it looked packed on television, but the reality is they only had, 200, 400 people there. So, yeah, the relationship is getting a lot better, but it's not enough to make her champion. And if they think that, they're stupid. Back to Andy Paps here. Andy Paps, what's up, Dave? I give Impact a weak win. Not enough wrestling, but enough to get by. Yeah. Silver84 says Rhino Swerve was cool. Hopefully they let Shaw actually wrestle. I agree 100%. A lot of people shit on Samuel Shaw. I got to see him in the Florida Independence. He can fucking wrestle. I know it does not look it. If you were like, oh, I only watch TNA, who's Samuel Shaw? Oh, he fucking sucks. Dude, he's a lot better than TNA shows him out to be. So hopefully they do actually let him wrestle and do some amazing things. He's not going to wow you like a 5-star match or he's not like Ricochet or, someone like that, but he's a lot better than that. Rhino Swerve was cool. I thought Rhino Swerve was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. And that's one of the things. It's stuff like that. Not reading spoilers helps. If I read the spoilers, I probably wouldn't have been as excited for Samoa Joe. I probably wouldn't have been excited. But, I try to live a spoiler-free life. I do. Alright, Trey Beeman asks, I'll give it one of your weak wins because I see they are beginning to start something better. True. And hopefully they can win some more fans over. Hopefully they can get it. Blurred92, win. Established throughout. Find it funny that Brittany got cheered for beating down Madison. Yeah, well, it was such a cool fucking line, and it was delivered so well. That prior to that, it was kind of annoying. Madison Rayne was a bit annoying. I know she was the face. It was a diva/knockout fucking annoying fucking promo. And then out of nowhere, she's like, but you never meet your heroes. And it was like, dun, dun, dun. And I was like, holy shit, that was kind of cool. So, yeah. But, yeah. And plus, people are not really that loyal to the female wrestlers as far as fans go. They usually just go and cheer. I don't know. Because, the one thing that bothered me was when the beautiful people got together, fans on the internet that have been fans for TNA for a long time were excited as shit. The live audience didn't care. They're like, whatever. Fucking beautiful people reunite. So, I don't know. Rainwalk88 says a win, good promos, decent matches, a cool return. Looking forward to Aries versus Sonata. Me too. And I don't want to read spoilers. Please do not tell me the spoilers. I will be rooting for Sonata because he doesn't bitch about, oh, my body, my vote, my butt. Do you know what? I fucking officially hate Austin Aries. I do. I try not to. I used to love Austin Aries. He beat Samoa Joe for the ROH title. 2-time ROH champion. Fucking beat Samoa Joe for his undefeated streak at TNA. I love everything about Austin Aries. I just can't take him seriously anymore. Dude, speaking of it, don't meet your heroes. Don't read your heroes' tweets. What a fucking bitch. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to that match beyond belief. But right now, Austin Aries, really fucking Jesus Christ, what a bitch. Oh, yeah, I'd love to see him do that. I'd just love to see him do that in New Japan. All Japan. No, I just love him to see him do that. Yeah, this is how the fucking conversation goes. I'm not going to wrestle New Japan because the ring is stiff. All right, here's your ticket back home. Thanks for coming, asshat. Fucking douche. What a fucking bitch. Do not read your hero's tweets. Ewok from Endor. I think Shaw needs to change his character. I believe so. I don't know where they're going with this. I keep trying to give it time, but to me it seems like they're trying to erase it. So hopefully they erase it. Do you think Gunner will be a good TNA World Champion? If so, do you see him getting a title shot soon? I see him getting a title shot. I think, would he be a good champion? At this moment, no. He's a lot better at this moment than he was a couple years ago. I don't know, when he first appeared. When he first appeared, he was horrible. The booking was horrible. And you know what? I'll be rooting for him because I'm a Marine. We both had the same exact job in the Marine Corps. 0331, Semper Fi. I'll be rooting for him just like you root for someone in your hometown or someone that you knew. I will be rooting for Gunner. I just don't think now's the time. But it's a lot better. He's definitely improving. He's getting a step in the right direction. And Gunner would be one of those guys, if they keep losing money, that they can still afford to have on the roster. So yeah, I could see Gunner champion in the future, just not right now. Just keep improving. But he has to get away from Mr. Anderson, Christy Hemme, and maybe not even get away from Samuel Shaw, but just get away from that storyline. Like if they're like, I'm better now, let's be a tag team, then okay, I got it. But that storyline is pretty friggin' garbage. And that last comment was from LB, Clash of Kings. All right, let's see any more comments. If not, we're going to wrap this bad boy up. All right. Silver84 says, I think Roode should be the guy to beat Lashley for the TNA title. I agree. I like Roode. I could see Roode or Samoa Joe. I don't know. Bobby Lashley, I think, is good to be a champion going into Japan because Japan loves mixed martial arts, and pro wrestling. And they will watch, I don't know, they just love mixed martial artists and wrestlers that can pro wrestle. And Bobby Lashley is that. I could see Bobby Lashley becoming a huge celebrity. I really can. So Bobby Lashley, I can see Roode, and after tonight's promo, maybe Samoa Joe, but I still would like to see Samoa Joe dominate a little bit more. But Samoa Joe, I love Samoa Joe, but a lot of Japanese fans don't like Samoa Joe. A lot of Japanese fans didn't like CM Punk for a real long time. And the reason why is they just believe that they're stealing movesets. Like, for a long time, CM Punk, he was a star in America and the rest of the world, and Japan's like, he's just Kenta. That eventually worn down. But Samoa Joe gets that with, Hashimoto and Misawa. A lot of people think he copies their moves too much, which, I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, there's a joke in Japan that we always say, if you want a main event in WWE, all you have to do is steal a move from Kenta. Hopefully Kenta does good in WWE. I'm going to be so sad if he fucking fails. So there you go. Again, please put win, loss, or tie. Bam, bam. All right, and who to go? All right, last LB Clash of the Kings. You might be the last comment of the day. Let me see. Do we have Facebook? Anything on Facebook? Why do people keep saying congrats? What did I do? I don't know. Facebook, you're fucking weird. Woohoo! Tampa Bay beat Detroit. Go Rays. All right, bam. Here we go. Bam, bam, giving you time. Please put win, loss, or tie. All right, LB Clash of Kings. Hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe because you are the last question of this show. Dream match. Sonata versus AJ Styles versus Austin Aries versus Samoa Joe versus James Storm versus Bobby Lashley. That would be pure craziness. Yeah, I would enjoy it. The problem is, I'm just saying, dream match wouldn't be bad. I just prefer dream matches to be one-on-one. And I know if you want to win the Japanese crowd over, they're probably going to prefer one-on-one main events. I don't know if this is a dream match for Japan or just a dream match in general. Yeah, but Sonata, AJ Styles would be great. Austin Aries, Samoa Joe, James Storm, Bobby Lashley. Yeah, that would be cool. Just a lot for a dream match, my friends. It is a lot for a dream match. All right, bam. Oh, well, here we go. Oh, we got more. All right. Oh, no, we don't have more. Do we have more? What the hell's going on YouTube? All right, on that, if I missed your comment, I do apologize. YouTube's acting funkity-dunkity. All right, thank you so much for those who watched live. Thank you for those who are going to watch later. Please like, comment, subscribe. I beggeth of you. Also, go to Kocosports.com. We're working really hard. Jerry is working overtime. So is Cooey. We're hoping that one day we will be your one-stop shop for combat sports and pro wrestling news and podcast. But we got to build up to that. So hopefully one day we can build up to something that you will just come to us instead of the other 900 competitors out there. So thank you for checking us out. Go to Kocosports.com. If you got an extra $24.99 laying around and you like supporting fat guys yelling on about wrestling on YouTube, you can also go to Kocosports.com and buy an awesome Internet Infantry shirt. If you do, we'll do a Q&A question just with you. 5 questions from you, just a video for you, to say thank you. And yeah, so have I said Kocosports.com enough? I don't know. Go to Kocosports.com! And with that, I am over.